This weekly crop review is brought to you by Bsiasr Group, Bsiasr Industries Limited.
May 31st marked the end of week 18 of the 2014-2015 sugarcane crop season. The report provided by the Bsiasr Industries Limited shows that for week 18, which started on May 25th, the factory milled 48,231 tons of cane. So far, for the 18 weeks of crop, the factory has milled a total of 904,176 tons of cane. That is 38,513 tons less than what was milled last year, when the factory milled 942,689 tons of cane. Taking a look at sugar production, 6,067 tons of the sweetener was produced for week 18. For the 18 weeks of crop, a total of 112,595 tons of sugar have been produced. That figure surpasses the amount of sugar produced last year of 100,338 tons. For the 18th week of crop, the factory worked at a grinding rate of 6,890 tons cane per day. For the 18 weeks of crop, grinding rate stands at 7,176 tons cane per day. Last crop, the grinding rate stood at 7,482 tons cane per day. The report on cane quality shows that for week 18, juice purity first expressed stood at 87.01%, 88.16% for the 18 weeks of crop, and 86.55% last year. For the 18th week of crop, it took 7.95 tons of cane to produce 1 ton of sugar. Overall, TCTS stands at 8.03. Last year, it stood at 9.40. As for the sugar extracted from the cane, 95.34% was recorded for this week, 95.32% for the 18 weeks of crop, and 95.32% last year during the same period. This week, factory time efficiency stood at 98.14%, 97.66% for the 18 weeks of crop, and 95.52% last year. Reports show that factory performance was good, with 48,231 metric cane tons milled for the week.
Dado que la temporada de lluvias ha comenzado, es importante que los grupos de cosecha hagan lo mejor para mantener los niveles de lodo lo más bajo posible. Los niveles altos de lodo en la caña hacen que sea difícil para la fábrica alcanzar su molienda diaria apuntada.
This weekly crop review was brought to you by Bsiasr Group, Bsiasr Industries Limited.